What's going on, y'all? The serious bookworm is here, and I wanted to give y'all this remembering. In case y'all don't know, I told y'all that I was going to start doing this. When I say remembering a certain person, that means that either they are missing or they died under suspicious activities. All right. And this one right here, I wanted to express this situation that happened a long time ago, back in the 90s. So what I'm going to do, I'll make more of these about certain people. And I also want to show those out there that I really do have sympathy for those who are no longer here with us. And again, under suspicious activities, because I don't think too many people care about those that's no longer with us. And again, they are either under suspicious activities or they got killed or something of that nature. Before I go on with this, I also want to say, because some people really don't sympathize for those that's in a situation like this or no longer here. And I want to show those that I do care about it. This one I'm going to do is called Remembering Andre Jones. Rest in peace to him. Because I've always had that gut feeling that it was more to the story what's been said. So if y'all want to look at more details about Andre Jones, I'll put the link in the description box for y'all to check it out. All right. So again, this is on a serious note. Wanted to stress that out. So the situation occurred back in August 1992. Andre Jones, he was 18 years old, and this situation happened in Jackson, Mississippi. And for those that know about Mississippi, Mississippi is probably one of the most racist states in the United States. You know what I'm saying? I think they're still stuck in those days, man. I heard through the grapevines that they still have what's called sundown towns. I think that's what it's called. And if y'all don't know what that means, that simply means that once it gets nightfall or something like that, the racist people will go after the minorities, and they can do whatever they want with them or whatever the case may be. Now, again, I don't know how true that is, but I think, I don't know if it still goes on today, but I know back then in the 90s, the 80s, and even further, Mississippi was probably one of the top 5 racist states. All right. So let's go back to Andre Jones. He was 18 years old, and he was planning to go to college a few days prior. I'm not sure exactly when, but he was planning to start college. So that means that he graduated from high school. All right. And his mother, I won't say her name on here, was the president of the Mississippi branch of the NAACP. And his stepfather was a Nation of Islam minister. So those two things, that I put 2 and 2 together. The cops, I feel the police may have known who Andre Jones was. I had that feeling. He got pulled over on August 22nd. He was with his girlfriend at the time, and they said he went to a sobriety checkpoint. He was driving his friend's pickup. The parents, they said they received a call from his girlfriend at the time that he was arrested. All right. So I'm going to say the timelines that went down. So 2 a.m., he called his parents from a Brandon police station, and he told them that he didn't know why he was being arrested. The police, he said the police never told him. And then 2 hours later, around 4 a.m., he called them again, his parents, and mentioned that he was being transferred to the Simpson County Jail, which is 40 miles south of Jackson. Now, if y'all know the history of Simpson's County Jail, they said that jail is freaking ruthless. They said that was one of the most dangerous county jails out there at the time. So I want y'all to keep that in mind. So later on that morning, the parents receive a message from the Simpson County Jail, one of the officers, saying that their son committed suicide. And according to the parents, they said that Andre never shown any signs of suicidal tendencies. They had no signs of depressions from him. And most importantly, I have to say this, let me repeat this. Most importantly, he had no priors. He had no priors due to the arrest that occurred. Now, for what I'm about to do now, I'm going to go down this website. I'm a big fan of Unsolved Mysteries too, to add. So I'm on the website of that. All right. So I'm going to explain the situation off of the website. If y'all want to go search more details, I have that link. According to the police, they said Andre stopped the truck just short of the checkpoint and threw an object out of the vehicle. And they said they identified the object as a .38 caliber handgun. And inside the truck was an open can of beer. And the police said that the pickup truck that he was driving was stolen. Now, the girlfriend's version of events was much different from the version of the police. She said that there was no beer in the truck. Andre did not throw a gun out of it. She also said that once the police heard Andre's name, the officers came together and talked about some issues. They asked him if he had a license, and he said he didn't have a license, so they placed him under arrest. Now, the commissioner, I'm going to say his name, the commissioner, Jim Ingram, who that was at the time, he said that the girlfriend's story wasn't true. But he did said that Andre was very cooperative with the police. And then, okay, this is the part that throws me off. Because see, this is that nonsense that I always, So they said that he admitted to being in a gang and had pictures showing gang signs. Why is it every time when it's always a black person, and I'm not trying to be racist, but I'm just being real. Why is it when it's a black person, they always try to say that black people are in a gang? You know what I mean? It's always that nonsense. That's that nonsense stereotype. It never fails. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the parents said that they don't believe that he was in a gang. Because look at it like this. Why would he be associated with any type of gang organization if this man was planning to go to college in the fall? His major was going to be engineering. So why the hell would he get associated with a gang and he's getting ready to go to college? To me, it doesn't make any sense. The police said that they didn't want to show the pictures of Andre with the gang signs. So let's just put it like this. If the police was really telling the truth, wouldn't they show the pictures of him being in the gang? So if the man was, so if they say the man was in a gang and they had pictures to prove it, why didn't they show it? You see what I'm saying? This is how I knew, okay, something wasn't right with the story. All right, so I'm going to read a little bit more. They said that Andre was charged with 4 counts, driving a truck with the identification number had been altered. And he had a concealed weapon, possession of stole license plate tags, and driving with an open container of alcohol. And then the commissioner claimed that it was non-confrontational, so it wasn't a squab, it wasn't no type of resisting arrest of anything of that nature. But the father said that an inmate at the jail in Brandon said that the officers was using racial slurs to scare Andre. You know what I'm saying? At that time before he got transferred from the Brandon County Jail to Simpson County Jail, that they said that's what was going on. So they said that he committed suicide, right? And they said that he hung himself with one of the shoelaces. Now, I'm going to say something, and I'm not going to say maybe they changed the rules or something like that, but when I was locked up, at the time, you know what they maybe did? They made me give them my shoes, my shoestrings, and everything. Because they say that using shoestrings could be like a weapon, like a deadly weapon or something like that. They said the man he hung himself with one of the shoelaces, all right? They said the investigators claimed that he tied a shoelace to some type of iron grate above the shower head. And the grate was 8 feet above the floor. 8 feet above the floor. Think about that now. Now, I'm not sure how tall Andre Jones was, but if there is an 8-foot ceiling, I would find that, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's highly unlikely that this man had some, okay, so let's just say he did hung himself, right? Let's just say he did. He had to have some type of assistance, because you can't just hang yourself from 8 feet. You got to have some type of footstool or something like that. If you really want to get to that point of killing yourself, you got to have some type of height assistance, right? The fact that they said that, again, it wrong suspicion. The pathologist doctor said that it was possible for him to hang himself without help, but his family does not believe that his body could have been supported from a lace of his running shoes. So again, it just brings suspicion, man. And I'm going to continue with part 2 of this because my videos can't be over 15 minutes. So be on the lookout for part 2 and I'll explain more of the story.